We not even live. That was just me trying to do a little entrance.
Dashi,
Trolling.
what's up with you, man? You ready?
Hold on, what we
So,
doing? What's the rundown? We show notes in there
uh,
or we freestyling?
no, look at the
Oh, I
notes. Look
got
at the
notes.
notes.
I got notes. I got
Oh yeah,
notes,
it's funny
brother.
though. We brought your name up twice. You text, say I'm be here in a second. Then you said Cypher says your name again on some Freddy Cougar shit. You popped up.
No, no, no.
So I'm not gonna say your
Make it
name again.
thematic on some Joe
Say,
Hendry stuff. You meant to
I about
say.
to say his name and he
Oh,
will appear.
well, Cypher, you gotta do that for the intro then, cause he did it.
I'm
That's
trying to
exactly what
remember, but
happened.
I already have it pre-written. You ready for me to
No,
get it
that's
started?
legit what happened. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me put my juice
All
real
right.
Wait,
quick.
we doing a draft today?
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn, that was in the. Damn. All right, cool. Wait, fuck. We doing the draft today? I'm not ready for that.
I mean, if you guys want to skip it, but without further ado, I can get us
Skip
straight
it,
into
skip,
it. We
skip
can
it.
kind of just be
I say
surprised.
skip it. I say skip because they doing some Chad Gable bullshit with the PLE or whatever they call it with World Collide. What the fuck are we doing right now?
That's not canon, so they don't count.
Oh, we're not
Yeah,
counting that
so
PLE as a part of the points.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
because I think some
All right.
people fighting for belts and stuff too. Because I think Javon Evans fighting for a belt, so like that's kind of like you know what I'm saying. So if somebody got Javon Evans, I know nobody know.
Well, he
If
said
I
it's
get Javon
non-canon, so it
Evans,
don't even matter. Once he say that, it's dead. We ain't got to worry about it.
okay,
So
bet. Say look.
I think we should
Okay, say
still do
look.
the draft, but let's see how we feel when we get into it. So let me get this intro started, and let's see how we all feel. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Sorry, wait, let me count down. My bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahoy Maloy, folks. Welcome to the 5-Star Frog Splash. I'm your host with the most, the man with the words, and the voice of the blurs, D Cypher. Joining me in the red corner, he is a high-flying, sky-diving, highway-driving, showstopper, grasshopper, not a TikToker, Dashi. He's muted.
Now he don't appear.
Yeah, now he's muted.
Now he don't
Said his
appear.
name, he did not appear. Well, in the other corner, in the
My
blue
bad.
corner.
My
Oh,
bad.
there he is.
Now he appear. Now he
Yeah, my
appear.
bad. I put my AirPod in and it muted me. I forgot it
He gonna
does
make me
that
be AJ
sometimes.
Francis, yo. I'm gonna be AJ
But
Francis.
I would say my intro is shout out to the horny virgins in WrestleMania's Facebook comments defending
Woo!
those Gooner posts.
You mean his crazy thumbnails?
His Facebook posts be worse. He put like 3
Oh,
or 4 lusty pictures of Liv Morgan after she returned in a row. I was like, dang,
yeah,
bro,
I don't be on his
calm it
Hey
down.
Facebook.
yo.
I ain't even gonna
Wait,
say
who
that.
did that?
WrestleMania. I know he be on that because
WrestleMania.
on YouTube his Facebook. I mean his YouTube posts be crazy. His YouTube thumbnails, but I ain't know I forgot he had a Facebook. Of course he got a Facebook. I didn't know. Of course he uses that to goon.
Yeah,
He a
definitely a
wild
Gooner
boy.
website, Gooner page.
Wow.
Shout out to them.
I ain't even gonna say it because you know what what's that boy Seth Rogen's friend in the interview? What is his name? James Franco say they hate us because they ain't us. So I'm gonna just leave it alone because I ain't even gonna hate. Because if I had 2 million subs, I'd probably do the same thing. Probably not though. All right, joining me in the blue corner, it's AJ. Not even from West Philly for this particular pod. He's representing Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, we got AJ.
Delaware. Ew. Never that. I'm from Philly where we say yeah. That's what the P. You know what I mean?
All right, folks, make
I
that
feel, I
Yada
feel like Mike.
Ramin.
I feel like Mike Santana saying I'm from the Bronx, baby. I had to
Yada
get that
Ramin.
cipher.
I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. That's what Solo said. Solo,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Folks, before we talk about anything, make sure you make that like button, tap out like Gunther, comment about how Jey Uso doesn't deserve the world title, and subscribe to the final boss like John Cena, and maybe you too could win 17 championships, because it's time to talk some wrestling. And now we got a jam-packed episode, folks. So I'm going to quickly breeze through our SmackDown May 23rd episode. If you have thoughts, stop me while I say it. And if you can hear the noise in my background, apologies. We had Tiffany Stratton. She insulted Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Said, y'all old news. I'm the new news. And if you ain't checked the news, it's Tiffy time. Giulia defeated United States champion Zelina Vega and Charlotte Flair in a triple threat match. So we're going to be seeing Giulia, a newly drafted SmackDown star, at Money in the Bank, baby. Tommaso.
Stop right there.
Ooh, talk to me.
They doing Julia like she wasn't a world class champion. How they did Carmelo Hayes. Don't put him in the Money in the Bank thing where they finna lose. But that's a different topic when we go later on to the show.
All right then. Well, we had Tommaso Ciampa take on Chris Sabin, and Candice LeRae came in. The Poison Pixie came in to help make sure Tommaso gets the victory. My man cut his beard off for this. He cut his beard off for this. Damian Priest.
It's going back. It's going back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks better than Xavier Woods though.
All right. Damian Priest, man, him and Drew McIntyre couldn't even get to the promo like where they supposed to just talk to each other. They had hands. He said, "Yo, punta, we going to fight. It's Weipa time. It's Weipa time." Getting us ready for Saturday's main events, which we will get into. Michin and B-Fab, they have been on a tear. They take on the Secret Harvest, Piper Niven and Alba Fire, and won. Jacob Fatu and the all new, all shiny Rhino, JC Mateo defeated Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix. Now, Jimmy had the chance to join this new group. Solo said, "Look, just join me and we can rule the galaxy together." Jimmy said, no yeet, and proceeded to lose along with Rey Fenix. R-Truth gave his last words. He said, "I need to save my hero, and if that means I gotta beat the hustle, loyalty, and respect into you, I'ma do it." We'll see what happened with that later on. LA Knight took on and defeated, interesting, Aleister Black. I thought he was going to be on a winning streak. Aleister Black and Shinsuke Nakamura, who, there was leaked rumors that he had supposedly was going to let his contract run out, but nope, he's still here. And now we're going to have LA Knight at the Money in the Bank. Then lastly, we had the Street Profits take on Fraxium, which ended in a no contest because, spoilers, the Wyatt Six are here with a birthday cake for Bray.
What a birthday cake.
Happy birthday.
Rest in peace,
Bray.
Bray. Rest in peace, Bray. And shout out to the Y6. They're finally using them again, hopefully.
I would say I like that the tag team division in SmackDown is better than the fucking World Champion division because y'all gave the belt and the chokehold to, quote unquote, y'all homie. Y'all can't even see him. Whereas, like, but we carrying this SmackDown TV show for tag team division. In the bloodline, allegedly, whatever's going on with that.
Yeah, the SmackDown tag division is really on fire. It's even better than the Raw tag division, to be honest.
Yeah. They fumbled a heel New Day. That heel turn was legendary, and they fumbled the run somehow.
I thought Xavier wasn't going to be on board. That tricked me, but then it's just like, all right, I don't really care what's going on. I thought Big E was going to come and bring him back to the good side. Like, it was different things that I expected. And we'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm not feeling it, but we'll see.
I feel as though the hill running where it's like all the good tag teams is on SmackDown. Like, this would be way better, mind you. It's called WWE Tag Team Champion, right?
Yes.
But then on WWE, on Raw, it's called World Tag Team Champion. So people get conflicted. Are you a world champion or you WWE champion? I get it. You're the face of the company. But shouldn't the world champion be more synonymous than just the face of the company?
Well, that
depends when you say world champion,
the world heavyweight champion isn't synonymous with the face of the company. The WWE champion is synonymous with the face of the company.
But see, that's cat. The world heavyweight championship always been on Raw. That's stolen from WCW. They always got noticed way more than the WWE championship until Brock Lesnar combined them. Then they split them up when Triple H was doing his reign of terror. That's why I get confused. That still, it's like, bro, I'm still conflicted on that. So I kind of need Dashi insight on that.
I would say I don't subscribe to that.
Because mind you though,
obviously if you have the WWE Championship, you're the face of the company. Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Randy Orton, cool. Eddie Guerrero, them type of people. No, that's more true. Synonymous with face. Because when you think of WWE Championship, you think of John Cena. John Cena has always been the face.
So when they say world champion,
ready? The WWE. Yeah, hold on. When The Rock came back, he got the WWE Championship. He didn't go for the heavyweight championship.
No, he didn't. But they combined in world champion with the heavyweight champion. So when John Cena say world champion, they combined in the world heavyweight champion. So I'm like, is that really 1 and 2 or is that really 1 and 1? So that's why I'm really conflicted at. Because if we really doing it like that, then Cena don't really got 17.
As far as tag championships, I don't think none of that matters. I don't think it's a world championship either way. It's just a tag team championship. So if you can say you're a world tag team champion, but it's not the same as a world singles champion. Like,
what if you only tag team?
It's not the same thing.
What if you only tag team like the Hardy Boys? Jeff Hardy has the world tag
team. There's no mid card tag team championships. So by default, you're the world tag team champions.
That's fucking stupid. Cause no, but it's too. Yeah, but yeah.
Either way, Raw got some good tag teams. They got New Cash Republic. They got Creed Brothers. Who else they got over there?
They got teams, but they're not using them right.
New Day.
Y'all get it.
There's just no storylines going on over there. Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, type shit.
Type shit. What happened on Saturday Night Main Event, Cypher?
Saturday Night's Main Event opened up with Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker defeating CM Punk and Sami Zayn, but not by themselves, because you see a wild Bron Breakker came and made a shocking return. Oh boy, he hit the clothesline to the barricade on CM Punk, and it looked as though at the end of the match that he was going to attack what's his name, Bron Breakker. Both the Brons were staring at each other, and then CM Punk said, "I got this," and he hugged him. He defeated him with love.
I'm mad you did a Spider-Man meme. Why you do the Spider-Man meme, bro?
Because that's crazy. Said both the Brons. I didn't even think about that. Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed.
Yeah,
that's funny.
We're Braun Strowman
staring at each other, and Seth said, "I got this."
I need Braun Strowman.
Seth was, I believe he's Hispanic as well, so he had to play Miguel O'Hara in this situation, and he said, "I got this," and he hugged him. He hugged our big guy, Bron Breakker. Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed,
big
Bronson Reed.
Yeah. I said the wrong name a couple times. When you go back and listen to it, don't even worry about it. Moving on.
Understandable.
Zelina Vega had a botch fest against Chelsea Green. Sorry to put you out there like that. It wasn't that bad, but you did kick the crap out of Chelsea Green, broke her nose, but she also retained her title.
She need the shit out of her.
Oh, it was her knee? Damn, that's worse. I thought it was her shin.
When she botched, when you look at it, because when she botched, she kicked the knee after she botched. I'm like, girl, why you do that? Just take the move.
Her outfits, I believe they said Aleister Black makes her outfits. Her outfits, though, have been on fire and on point. One of the episodes, either SmackDown or Saturday Night's Main Event, she dressed up like she was literally on fire. I was like, this is awesome. This is awesome. So her entrance gear, her entrance attire, always on fleek. Your husband's a great seamstress or whatever he does. John Cena took on
That's wow.
took on Ron Cena and defeated him, but not without slight hesitation. You see, John Cena was going to grab the title and do his normal, hit you with the title belt and then pin you, or low blow you and then pin you. But Ron Cena said, wait, Ron Cena's R-Truth, by the way. R-Truth came out like John Cena, but he called himself Ron Cena. For those who didn't see it, it was a funny little thing. He's like, this is my childhood hero. Ron Cena looked at him with the puppy dog eyes like, come on, man. Come on. You don't want to do this. John Cena said, I kind of don't. All right, I'm going to put this down. He put it down. The ref said, okay, well, I'm going to go move this belt out the ring because it's an illegal object. John Cena said, boop, right to your nuts. R-Truth was like, no, and he beat him. So John Cena won, and he saw Jey Uso, and he said, damn, Jay, what's up, sir? Haven't seen you in a long time. Jey Uso got all cocky and said, yeah, since I pushed your ass out the ring at Royal Rumble, yeet. And John Cena said, okay, feeling kind of cocky. You know what would really ruin wrestling? If I retire, right? And then guess what? You lose your belt to a YouTuber. Jey Uso stopped smiling. He said, yo, say psych right now. Say psych right now. John Cena walked away. Then we had Damian Priest Damian Priest caught a limo. He caught a limo to the outside of the cage to win it by escape. Not even by like climb over the cage escape, but just walk out the door, casually escape against Drew McIntyre, who previously probably had a concussion from, what PLE was it? Backlash. So Drew McIntyre is fighting. He's been fighting injured, so this is his chance to take some time off and just have some personal time. But it was still cage
one thing
match.
that really pissed me off about like winning this type of way, because Jesse the Body Ventura, he went off during the finish of the match saying like it's such a corny way to just exit the cage through the door. I think exiting the cage period is corny. If you don't pin that dude in the middle of the mat, 1, 2,
that's
3,
corny. That's even cornier.
Listen, the cage is supposed to keep you inside. I think climbing out is some coward stuff. Exiting the cage kind of defeats the purpose of the cage. It's not like a Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell, you gotta stay in the cage too, but still cage, you stay in the ring, which makes it even less space for you. So leaving in general is corny. Pinning you, I pinned you or I made you tap out in the middle of the steel cage is more dominant.
Let me ask you a question.
Better.
Did Jesse Ventura... Wait, let me ask
hold on, Cypher. Before you say that, I want you to actually keep that thought. I want to... So, because he said climb on the cage is more cowardice, more whatever. So, if you whoop somebody's ass in like say like underground fight, whatever, you done, the person knocked out, you're gonna walk out the cage perfectly fine like a UFC fight, or it's a cage match. I'm gonna whoop his ass. He's knocked the fuck out. I'm done. I'm gonna climb on top of the cage, make it look cool, and then just climb down the cage. I won. So either way, you got to make it look cool. Wrestlers don't make it look cool to doing their
because
things.
There's no cool way to look like you running away.
If you Jeff Hardy, you make it look cool. If you Jacob Fatu, it looks cool. Damon Priest, you walk down the steel steps, look back like you in regret, then walk down, bro. You look like a nut. Like you.
It would have looked 10
bad.
times better if Damian Priest did all that, did that concerto to Drew, and then pinned him 1, 2, 3, and then left the ring. His music still playing and all that. It would have looked much cooler.
That's all I wanted to say, Cypher, to ask that question to that. But you can ask him that. Well, so your question probably gets to me.
That brings up two things now. The first question I'll get back to, but the second question is, how about if, I know they can't do it because that'll just murder him, but what if Damian Priest did a South of Heaven off the top of the steel cage all the way to the ring to Drew McIntyre? Would that be good for you? And then he crawled out.
This is not ECW.
Pin him. He was already
not ECW.
He's right there. Just pin him.
I know that would murder him. No. And Drew McIntyre's already.
He just said commit ECW murder.
Yeah, basically.
He said commit a murder scene.
Yeah. But my first question was, did Jesse Ventura do a shoot to Damian Priest's win, or did he do I forgot the question now. It was a shoot or something else. Damn it. AJ interrupted it.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Or a shoot or
no sell. No, there was. Did he do a shoot or did he no sell? Did he no sell his win? This is for Dashi.
I think what I think. I think he'd be having too much to drink and they let him rock.
Yeah, but like if you was doing your little internet thing, what would you call that? Would you call what Jesse did a shoot, or would you call it a no sell? He no sold his victory.
My little internet thing.
Yeah, you're like a little podcaster. What are you talking about? Like a little podcaster. You know, videos.
Like shorts. A little podcaster, huh?
Yeah. Those things.
My little shorts.
Yeah.
My little things.
Did he no sell the
crazy
victory,
how
or did he? I forgot what I'm saying now.
No, he did. He's drunk. He went off. They couldn't control him. Michael Cole and Pat were trying to
ease him back,
trying to change the subject. He kept going on. So
yeah, now let's go back and talk about.
I said this before. You got to ease up with the Jesse Ventura announced commentary.
But it's not even that though, Dashi. He been doing the same commentary since it's the 80s or 70s. Whatever he become a commentary. I don't want to be wrong.
That's the problem, man.
But no,
but he like 80-something years old. Like,
but it's not even that. It's not even that though.
Disrespect to the body.
Wrestling fans. So wrestling fans, a lot of wrestling fans I see in the comments do agree, but they also laugh at him because it's just funny when you see him on camera just talking like that because he was wearing Hayek.
He started off on a sensu bean when he told Joe Tessitore, "I don't drink coffee. That's for bitches." I was like, "Dang, he coming straight from the mustard."
We trying to make it PG-13.
No. Just because I said it with the cool voice, that don't stop you from all the cussing and S words.
Hey, come on, bro. You gotta be Vegeta sometimes. Sometimes you gotta be Vegeta in them, and like you know what? And Frieza, like we gonna say the most out of pocket shit ever.
Look, see, cussing
and get
now.
This show rolling.
All right, well, let me do like Michael Cole and switch over to dude wipes. Let's talk about the dude wipe himself, Logan Paul. Logan Paul did a nasty. It was about to beat Jey Uso, but Jey Uso said, no, I got to do this for my peoples, my WWE crowd. And just as Jey Uso was about to frog splash and beat this guy, Uso Splash, about to beat the dude wipe himself, John Cena comes out. Oh, no. John Cena pulls the referee out and says, no, you don't get to count to 3. So that's when started punching on Jey Uso, but then that's when out of nowhere, I don't know how to do his music. Cody Rhodes came back. Surprise! A surprise Cody Rhodes beat up John Cena and said, no, this is my brother. Well, obviously Jey Uso won. He said, no, this is my brother. I see you got your dude wipe and you got a partner. How about you see me and my broski over here at Money in the Bank? And I was confused for a second because I forgot that Gunther said he wasn't fighting at Money in the Bank. I thought Gunther was fighting Jey at Money in the Bank, but I guess it was the Raw after Money in the Bank.
He specifically said the Raw after Money in the Bank, and I knew that was weird.
It was weird because I'm like, that's crazy. But yes, so now the American Nightmare is back, baby. What did you guys think of Saturday night's main events commercials?
Saturday Night
Terrible.
Advertisement.
Oh, you want? Wait, well, damn, was that live or was that just us ranting on Discord?
That was live. We're started. Once you hit a countdown, baby,
I'm talking
we
about.
in there.
I'm talking about when we was saying main event.
Oh no, that wasn't.
When we were,
I don't think we were all watching that together. I don't know, watching that together.
It wasn't live. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't broadcast it.
Okay, cool. Bet. Me and Dashi made a regular fantasy, aka Dashi Fantasy Draft 2.0.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Of how many commercials we was gonna have, and trust me, it was terrible. Only time we won was probably during John Cena match with no commercials, which was a wild.
That was the only match with no commercials. The match was like 4 minutes.
Yeah, they're both. 50,
it was 4 minutes. God damn.
50 something. I mean, John Cena's.
There were more
50.
Bro,
I felt like there were more commercial time than it was wrestling time.
Bro, I went back on Peacock. If you go back on Peacock and look at the little yellow dots, look how many commercial breaks it is between each match. You couldn't even enjoy the match when they started cooking. It's like, bro, well, I don't even want to watch this no more.
Well, that's what you get when your ring does not have a bunch of advertisements in it now. You either get a ring full of ads or you get ads on your TV.
I know this isn't the news segment, but rumor is Vince wants to buy WWE back because he hates the way like it's being run down, all the advertisements and the sellout stuff that's happening. Listen, man, I'm not ever going to cape for Vince. Hold on, I'm not ever going to cape for Vince. But TKO, what is going on? These ticket prices, the advertisements, the Death Rebel.
I'll tell you why.
It's just a problem all around. It's like it's doing the most. They're doing the most. So
I'll tell you why.
They're doing the most.
When you the second combat sport in the U.S. and UFC is number one, and they got you pay pay-per-view prices and not PLE streaming prices, you don't got to listen to sponsorships. That's how they doing it. That's how they putting people back on pay-per-view. That's how TKO make more.
All they got is sponsorships.
Oh no, but that's how TKO keep their money because you still making more money and profit from pay-per-view money than streaming as a PLE. Yeah, we all can stream on HBO Max and everything like the NBA and NFL. Bro, UFC don't do that. You gotta buy that. AEW only stream their previous shows, but when you want to watch their pay-per-view, you gotta buy it so they get more revenue from actually buying. It's like buying the album, like sales and stuff. You get more pro sales than just streaming. They don't get their stuff streamed like that. They get more, maybe more money off of that. It's a whole business tactic. I hate
All I'm
it.
gonna say is this corporation module is starting to feel like everything needs to be monetized. And it's kind of like the gaming industry, where you have to transactions in every video game. It's like you have to buy every little thing. Everything's an advertisement. Try to sell me this, sell me that, bro. It's a recession. Please.
Everybody is greedy. Everybody want a license to everything. That's the problem. They found out what publishing really mean, and they got to change the publishing laws and demographics because that's old laws, and that's how everybody wants publishing. They get more revenue from it. It's some cornball shit sometimes when you look at it. Because while you trying to make more money off my name, it is. Because if I'm the wrestler, cool, that's my name. But if you release me, I'm still that wrestler. Don't make me change my name because they will still search me. You gonna get that paper off of me, like Corey Jade. Now she gotta be called Elon Black, Elena Black, or whatever her name is. Elena Black.
Well, yes, like, that's a different issue. That's the licensing and intellectual property issue. I'm just speaking about the ticket prices, and I'm talking about the ticket prices and sponsors and all that. That's the problem when it comes to the consumer. Forget the wrestler. We talking about the consumer.
But it's also part of the consumer, though. It's not just the wrestler.
No, that's not part of the
consumer.
You guys are both talking about
some
good issues, but different issues.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a whole separate issue. That's intellectual property. I'm talking about that's their business. I'm just speaking about ticket prices. We got to pay to go see a show. $400 for nosebleed seats. That's crazy.
But imagine saying the meet and greet. Now you got to pay this. Now this is
optional. No, that's optional.
That is optional. That's the optional part of the fan. Now the wrestler got to ask for this price because this is her main source of income from this part of her contract. It's not her fault.
That's optional. That's different. That don't come with the regular ticket prices. If I want to pay for that, that's like buying the deluxe version of the video game.
Go ahead, Cypher.
If I can interject, Dave, that's always been the case. AJ, that's not something that's new to, how
I know
this ticket price thing is new. Like what you're discussing has always been the case since the Fed has been a Fed. What Dashi's talking about is something that's kind of relatively new to when WWE was bought by TKO. Where, okay, ticket prices are skyrocket, but wrestlers not owning their names or owning their likenesses when they work for the Fed, that's not new. That's something that's been happening since forever.
Y'all didn't feel like back then when wrestling prices, and mind you, my first wrestling event was WrestleMania 40 that week. So when I seen prices back then, even when I had the money, working my job and everything, I'm like, $500 for mid-tier seats. Now, that's probably me being spoiled, being at 60 games, while getting seats like close to the action for like $11 because I was spoiled at the Wells Fargo Center. You feel me? But when I'm saying wrestling tickets, I'm like, I can't pay these prices, but I can see where that's coming from. So I'm kind of new to the ticket pricing game, how wrestling ticket prices sell are. I think like $200 is cool for regular seats. You feel me?
Man, it's like TKO put tariffs on these joints, bro. You gotta pay an extra feature.
I look at like NBA prices though.
Listen, they almost worse than scalpers, man. Scalpers, at least they buy the tickets and then resell them at whatever price. They selling these base price, $400 for nosebleed tickets, man.
But it's like the NFL. What you talking about though?
I don't care what it's like. It's corny.
Next topic, Cypher.
I've always said I hate the fact raising prices, and especially in this economy when wages aren't being raised. I hate it's corny. You gotta pay more for these things. It's corny.
I got you.
Well, I got you
on the next topic. So let's talk about Raw. This is the May 26th episode. Opening up the show, Seth Rollins came out with his posse, the Mean Street Posse. That's Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. And he talked about what his plans are. He said, I'm here. I'm finna run this, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Penta defeated Chad Gable and Dragon Lee in a triple threat match. Now he's going to be in the Money in the Bank, so we might get a Penta Destroyer, if that's what it's called. Yeah, Penta Destroyer from one of those ladders, and I can't wait to see who takes that move because it's going to be amazing. Remember last year, Money in the Bank, Zoe Stark took a what is it called? Brain Buster? Some kind of destroyer move off of one of the ladders, and it was amazing. So shout out to Penta.
I thought that was Carmelo. Was that Carmelo?
Carmelo took a crazy bump too, but I just remember Zoe Stark strong because Zoe Stark's bump was crazy. She took a straight brain.
They both was crazy. It was one of those Johns.
It was 100% Zoe Stark. Carmelo Hayes probably 85%, maybe 70%. All right, but also Rusev, he had a little match. It was with Akira. He beat Akira quickly, but Sheamus came out. He said, yo, you ain't going to be beating up on these people that's all skinny. How about you fight against me? Because, see, I'm out here doing bangers at the bangers at the bangers. Rusev was like, all right, I see you. World Tag Team Champions, The New Day. They defeated the Creed Brothers and the War Raiders in a triple threat tag team match. These matches are weird to me because, I'm just going to interject my own personal thoughts. It's always like one person's legal in the match, but it's only two people allowed at one time, but you have three different teams. That's just a weird dynamic because, like, why would you tag anybody that's not your teammate? Obviously, I know they do those, like, hidden tags or where they slap the other person's back. Like, I'm legal. But, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Jey Uso.
I agree.
I left a space to see if anybody cared. Nobody was like, I don't give a shit about this. Jey Uso promised to make Gunther tap out again. Don't wait. Jump in. Jey Uso, first of all, can we talk about this picture? My man dripped up, dog. You see that gold? He got 2 chains on. Usually I think he only wear one. He got the gold on him. Is he him right now? It's no longer Carmelo Hayes. I guess it's Jey Uso appropriating the chains and the glitz and the glamour. Not that he wasn't already doing that, but I'm just saying, is Jey Uso him right now? Is he him? One word, 3 letters? Is he 1 word, 3 letters? Him?
I would assume so. At 40, he got the drip, man.
All right,
40-year-old man doing that right there.
Gunther, I don't know his wrestle stock. We'll talk about it. I actually updated wrestle stock. Then we had Kairi Sane take on Liv Morgan, but before they could even fight, we had a backstage segment of Raquel Rodriguez offering Dirty Dom some nuggies. He was like, "Yeah, bet I'll take some nuggets." And then Roxanne said, "Damn, yo, your neck looked tense as hell. Let me was like, yo, this don't feel all right. I kind of like this. And he said, oh, shit. That's when Liv popped up and said, konnichiwa, bitches. I'm back. Dirty Dom dropped all the nuggets on the ground.
She didn't say that. It got cut off a little bit. She said, konnichiwa, bitch.
Yeah.
She didn't say the whole thing.
Dirty Dom dropped all the nuggets on the ground.
That's crazy.
And that's when Finn and JD was like, oh, they grabbed the nuggets off the floor, was eating them. Carlito was looking like he was eating popcorn. It was crazy. Liv said, okay, so my sis said some crazy stuff been happening. Don't even speak. Well, first Dirty Dom was like, oh yeah, you know when you said the time zones and the nuggets, I thought you was telling me that Raquel,
Cypher just Cypher, you robot him, Cypher.
Oh man,
a little bit.
I'm not roboting on my end, sorry.
Yeah.
I got so excited. It's messing up my program.
It's a robot on my end.
it's probably my end. It's probably my end. I'm gonna dip out.
No, I heard it too. It cleared up though.
All right.
For me,
okay.
I've lost steam. Basically, yeah. Liv said, we gonna handle this later, but first let me go talk to Adam Pearce and get me a match, and that was her match against Kairi Sane. Raquel looked like she was trying to help because Kairi Sane was finna jump off of something. Raquel Rodriguez already had it. She was like, yo, what are you doing? What you doing out here? What you doing out here, mommy? I got this. Roxanne. Dang, it's too many R's. Roxanne was like, I'm just trying to help. Raquel Rodriguez pointing the finger at us like, who you trying to help for real? Huh? Yourself? And that's when Kairi Sane won. And Liv just looking all mad like, yo, what's going on here?
You forgot the part when Carlito was like this. Stop trying to eat her nuggets. I'm like, Carlito, you be drawn, bro.
I started roboting, so it threw me off my promo. But then afterwards, we had a war of the words between Becky Lynch and Lyra. I didn't watch this live. I just seen the highlights, so I didn't really care about this. Any thoughts? Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch, is she the man? Is she him? She's him? She them?
She is him. But they doing all right. I'm not going to shit on this feud.
I am.
It is what it is. I like the work Lyra is putting in. Okay, go ahead. Defecate on it then.
I tell you, it feels like a new season of a TV show. And it's like she was the hero, Becky Lynch, and now she's just coming back, and it's just she's not hitting the same. When she was going up against Rhea Ripley, I felt it. It felt good. It felt like, yo, this is really good. But her going against Lyra, I'm like, just apathetic to this. I don't care, dog. I don't care.
They're being trash. Okay, about to leave.
It's not even hate, because that's at least an emotion. Like with Logan Paul, you can at least get the emotion like, oh, I hate this guy. With her or with them two together, like the combination that they make is just like, okay, like that. That's just what I feel. Becky Lynch is doing her best. Becky Lynch is doing her best.
Lyra or
I realize their voices just don't command any authority. Both of their voices are funny.
They're women.
I mean, even Mommy got a commanding voice. Nia Jax got a commanding voice. I know those are some wild examples to bring up, but
Jay Cargill.
Why you saying that?
Cypher. Why you saying that?
Voice palettes. They got deeper voice palettes.
No.
They got a little muscle in their throat.
Why not just got different voice palette?
I mean,
got different.
She got a lot of muscle.
What you trying to say, Cypher?
It's a lot of muscle on there. It's a lot of muscle. Jay Cargo as well. Jay Cargo. No. Jay Cargo voice is a little high.
No, Jay Cargo voice is light. Whoa, watch him out.
Her doing light work, but her promo skills is good.
Jay, I like Jay, but she talk like she still learning.
Yeah. I just like her promo skills.
Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's still green.
She's still learning.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just the combination of those matches together.
Jay Cargill,
Becky Lynch.
I'm going to say that.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Jay Cargill, where the fuck was Jay Cargill and Naomi on fucking SmackDown last week? I'm sorry to bring that up, but I thought they still was feuding. What the hell is going on? Because she just did a whole promo talking about how much she hated Jay Cargill to any of her. Well, what's her name? Naomi. On Instagram. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
SmackDown was reserved for setting up Saturday Night's main event. That's why she wasn't there.
This shit is stupid.
And also, was reserved for the surprise of the Wyatts. They might have.
We got a 3-hour show. We have a 3-hour show at SmackDown. You don't have to put everything on Saturday main event.
No,
we got a 3-hour show. We know what the main
show is.
They
might have gotten a vignette. If they got a vignette, that counts as TV time. I just don't.
Fuck that
TV time. John Cena not even there. Cody Rhodes not there.
All right, then. Well, moving right on, we had
finish Raw because I want to say something, but finish Raw.
All right, moving right along, we had Seth Rollins take on Sami Zayn and Finn Balor. He won. That was it. He's gonna be at Money in the Bank. Hey. And that was Raw.
Finn Balor strikes again.
Yep.
Why he get pinned? Why did he get pinned?
No, they don't like Finn Balor, man.
He broke his shit in the first inaugural Universal World Champion. Broke his shoulder. Universal World Champion. After a day, who was he fighting, Dashi?
Seth freaking Rollins.
That bitch ass person who broke his shit. Finn and you like fucking Seth. You know what? Finn gonna get his shit back in blood. I felt it's long term storytelling. Let's go Triple H. It's all worth it for Finn.
Speaking of back in blood, America gotta get our shit back in blood.
Facts.
Elon Musk, breaking news.
What Elon the fuck are you talking about? The Canadian nigga?
Elon Musk
is South African.
Has left the Trump administration.
Good.
In what way? What do you mean?
Good.
Like good.
So he's parted ways because some shit. I had the article in front, but Instagram did a little reset the page thing.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much he left. It was about an hour ago they reported he left.
Okay.
And because why the heck was he in there in the first place?
Does this tie into WWE? Is he going to have a match with somebody or something, or what we talking about?
No, I just saw it. I just want to bring it up because this comes after efforts to slash government. So he did all that damage to the government and then just left. This is what I'm talking about. No, I want to bring it up. I was just perturbed me a little bit. Just perturbed me. Okay. He did all that damage, did all that stuff. Got all of our information, sold it.
Yeah, he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He wanted access to socials and all kinds of stuff. Make sure that his fellow South Africans had dual citizenships to America. So he got exactly what he wanted. Why stick around when the shit hits the fan? You know.
Yeah, this is America. Back to the pod.
Yeah, I was saying, pulling things back. Let's talk about fantasy. Dashi has a fantasy draft that we've been doing for the past few months now. Well, really past few years too. And basically it goes, you draft a team of 5, you get a reserve spot, and you get an NXT PLE star. If your wrestler wins a non-title match, they get 5 points. If they win a title match, they get 10 points. There are some other rules. Here is the current scoreboard. Oh, wait, sorry. CM Punk came. I forgot to mention that in Raw. Here's the current scoreboard. In last place, bringing up the rear end, is Dashi with 205. That is for the year. Then in second place, rounding out the middle of the pack, is Cypher with 220. But our lead, our number one gooner, is AJ with 270 points. My man is in the lead when it comes to those fantasy points. Now,
AJ, you gonna let this man call you a gooner?
I just rediscovered this word. You guys got to let me stop saying it. And you guys got to stop letting me saying it, as a matter of fact, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you need to stop calling me a gooner, bro. That's people who watch some horny anime,
I know,
bro.
I was saying, I just rediscovered it. It's like, Facebook comments. Yeah. It's you guys' fault. I don't want to keep saying it.
I ain't say that.
You guys keep making me say
it. That's Dashi.
Here's the
I ain't making you do nothing, bro.
Here's the current lineup from which everyone has. Attached to the right, or on the right, is how many wins that they've gotten throughout the year. So if you've noticed, on AJ's team, Penta has the most wins for the year. On Cypher's team, Lyra Valkyria has the most wins at 8 wins for the year. She's been in the reserve spot, so missed out on points from not switching her from the reserve bench. And then on team
Penta got the most wins?
Yeah. He's tied with Jey Uso. So on Dashi's team, Jey Uso also has 9 wins, 9 victories throughout the year 2025. And then as far as least amount of victories, we have Chelsea Green with 2 victories from Dashi, Randy Orton with 3 victories, so he's being used very sparsely. And then looks like you got Dom and Street Profits with 4. So
what about Melo? How many Melo got?
Melo has 5. Melo has 5. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Sorry, folks. Let me share that screen. Or sorry, podcast brethren.
Good job, Melo. You ain't that trash.
He ain't that trash.
Now, the question is, do you guys wish to do the fantasy draft now?
I'm down.
All right. Yeah. So, with that being said, Dashi will be going first.
I was going to say, hold on. Before pod records, Worlds Collide does not count as a PLE. It is non-canon, so we're not going to add that for the points. Even if whoever we draft wrestles there and wins, points don't count.
Yep, and this goes up into, as far as I understand, Dashi, correct me if I'm wrong, Money in the Bank. So after Money in the Bank, it's a refresh, correct?
Correct.
Money in the Bank start at 3, I think. So after World Collide, points count.
Yeah.
All right, Dashi.
All right, so I'm going first, right?
Yeah, you would have first. Tell us who you wish to lock in. Then I'll tell who I wish to lock in, and then AJ will tell who he wishes to lock in. Then everybody falls to the bottom.
Zoom in this mug. Let me zoom in a little bit. I can't even see who I got. Is there a way you can zoom in a little bit? Everybody pixel. Oh my goodness. All right, give me Jey. Let me lock in Jey Uso.
All right, Jey Uso, lock in. You can tell me what spot you want him to be, but for right now, I'm going to just sit him at the very top, the tiffy top.
Well, no, because that's going to make it like my first pick. Keep him in the green.
Keep him in the green.
I don't like that. I love my first pick, and I'll tell you how to change it after.
Just put the. All right, who y'all locking in?
For Cypher, I'm going to lock in Fatu.
Jacob?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Jacob Fatu. My bad. I thought it was obvious. My bad.
Dirty Dom.
Oops. All right, Dashi, it's your... Oh, are you still locked? Yeah, Dashi, it's your first pick. I'm trying to move these pictures.
First pick. I'm going to... Should I be safe? Or should I be stupid? I might be stupid. Give me... Damn, who's going on out here? What's the streets looking like?
Do you want me to? I can scroll back up so you can
Give me
see
Io Sky.
What the streets are looking like. All right, Io.
I'll take Io Sky. Yeah.
All right. I'm next because I'm in the middle. Okay, so I will take. I'm gonna get my NXT person done and out the way and go with Stephanie Vaquer because she's the only person I know that's gonna be doing some winning. So I'm going Stephanie Vaquer.
She just lost her NXT title yesterday.
What? No, see, this always happens to me.
No. Question. Was I supposed to get snake order because I was last pick?
I mean, not for the reserve thing.
Oh, reserve picks.
Oh yeah.
No, we doing the first pick.
No, that was reserved. If Cypher going second, you going next. And yeah, snake order.
Snake order. We did reserves. I did my man in the first slot. No,
he don't have to.
I ain't do reserve.
That's just your reserve. Who you locking in? That's
yeah,
what actually who you.
That's what I'm saying. I thought I was supposed to go back there. I thought I was supposed to go back to back picks or some shit. Whatever how it go. Okay, whatever how it is. So yeah. I get back to back this round. Whatever it is, right? All right, that's what it is. I hate snake order sometimes. You know, you get confused. It's like round robin.
And Stephanie just lost her title. She might get called up soon. So
hey, don't tell my man. Don't tell my man
notoriously bad pick Cypher. God damn. Even on the website,
Cypher.
It shows her
me out.
I'm
gonna hit you with a bombshell from the OG series, bro. Give me Rhea Ripley, mommy.
I should have
her money in the bank. I don't think she's wrestling again this week.
Dash, you realize? Hey, shut up. Dash, you got EO?
I don't even know if EO wrestling. Who she got?
Who got EO?
I got her.
Yeah,
okay, hold on. Do Money in the Bank count for championship points or no?
Yeah, that's a championship match. Okay. Oh, you said does Money in the Bank count for championship? No.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like it should get like a little like X factor, like a 0.5. No, like nothing crazy. Hey, you won it because it's a fantasy draft, and that's your little boost and that some little Fortnite bullshit. You know how I keep it like.
Yo, who was your next pick? What are you talking about?
He ain't dealing with the 0.5.
Nigga, let me think. I'm trolling. I'm filibustering.
Yeah, you filibustering like crazy. Talking about some
I got
0.5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let me think. Roxanne Perez. No. Oba Femi. Fuck, goddamn it. That's my NXT pick. Oba Femi. You know,
I got these people scared. They go straight to the NXT.
He started making me rush. I'm like, damn, Cypher, let me think.
Well, I'm just mad that I didn't know Stephanie Vaquer lost the belt, so I'm a little annoyed by that, but that's okay. Let me get Let me get.
Like trying to cheat, chat.
Let me get. Shush. Let me get. Come on. Think. Let me get Bron Burger.
No. Now I gotta shush.
No, I'm good. I got Bron Burger. I'm good.
Yeah, who?
Bron Burger.
Hey, no, chat. We all told everybody Bron off limits. That's AJ team only. Cypher, what you
should have locked him.
No, I've been locked him. He was on a trade block. He was not on the trade block. Untouchable. Cypher, you know what's up. That's that day he was never. I'm gonna kill Cypher.
All right, well, give me Seth Rollins for my pick, my number one, my next pick, and then for the one after that, you can go on, give me I don't know who killing shit out here. Give me Cody Rhodes.
Is he even on this one? Let me scroll up.
Cody Rhodes. Cody
Rhodes. I just knew that was coming. So you think Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso are going to beat John Cena, the Never Seen 17?
I don't know, honestly. I might do a trade with somebody with that pick. I'm just holding.
Okay. I'm on
like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. He might go on my reserve.
I'm going to take Louisiana's own Knight. Where the hell is Louisiana Knight? The hell? He ain't never get drafted? I know. I'm doing the R-Truth bit.
Yo.
All right, Dash. I mean, AJ, back to you.
Is Trick Williams on TNA or NXT?
He's on NXT. You got your NXT pick.
Can I get rid of him? Can I get rid of my NXT pick?
Nah, you already drafted him, my G.
I know. I'm fucking with you. Who the fuck y'all got?
NBA, John. It's with the NBA. Never broke again. Never going broke again. I killed the hip hop reference.
Give me Penta. Give me Penta.
Go on.
Zero. Miedo. Didn't you have him last time too? Yeah. He's a creature of habit.
You got another pick?
He goes straight for Penta. Yeah, you get one more pick, AJ. I'm just trying to say how many times you got Penta, but also he was just recently drafted, so he's probably not on there a lot.
So I need Penta for my backup points. He always did a wrestler. He a workhorse. He like Eddie Guerrero. He gonna get his moments.
Respect.
You know. You just gotta start winning.
Even though his brother talk way better English than him.
It's not about how good the English is, it's about how many kicks and flips you do, baby.
This is WWE, bro. You gotta talk on that mic. You tripping.
Hey yo.
That's what Brock Lesnar said to
Janelle
Grant.
Oh,
got him.
Yo, Cypher. Chill. Cypher, wow.
AJ, I'm trying to filibuster for you, bro.
I know. I was trying to think who I'm next. My next pick is. I'm trying to think. Give me my what's her name? My baby girl Roxanne Perez.
With the thumper.
I don't think
Hey, watch your mouth. Hey, yeah.
I don't think I got
chill.
Oh, is that right?
How you know I'm about to say that, Dashy? Wavelength, don't do that.
Little Hispanic, little mommy.
Don't do that.
Tatiana.
Yeah, her boyfriend.
Yo, if you was down, who you picking, Liv or Roxanne? If you were you, who you picking, Liv or Roxanne?
Roxanne, because the fact is, I know she gonna cook for me every night, but Liv might buy me everything I want, but Roxanne gonna make sure I'm fed. I'm like, I'm choosing food over that
brown rice.
My point exactly.
You just want that brown rice.
My point exactly.
And the rice and beans.
Who you picking, Cypher?
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry, I'm going to go with somebody that you wouldn't expect. And I'm going to. I didn't realize it was my turn.
Rice and beans.
I like that. I like that switch up.
I was thinking about brown rice versus white rice and how rude you guys were. I'm going to go with. Has he ever been picked? I don't think he's ever been drafted, which is crazy. Okay, there he is. All Rise for El Campeón. I'm gonna go with him because he's
my OG.
He's the underdog. No, that was my OG. When did you ever pick him? Let me see. Yeah,
I thought I never picked him.
Scrolling up here, no, you never
I
messed with
picked
him. Stop acting.
Yeah,
Stop acting like that was like 2 years ago. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Damian Priest because he's been putting in work low key. Even though I don't really care for his character, I need them points.
The Priest of Damians. All right.
What do you mean? Senior Money in the Bank? What do you call himself?
El Campeon, Senior Money in the Bank,
all
that.
Senior in the Bank. Senior in the Bank. All right, guys. I need to. This is becoming a sausage fest of my team. All right. I got Io Sky, but you gotta have some more, feminine touches. So I'm gonna go ahead and give me Giulia. No. My bad.
No, the pick was locked in, bro. NBA draft status.
He didn't get her picture yet.
I did. Is she right here?
He didn't get her picture yet. Not Giulia. Oh, you're gay. So, all right. Well,
you want
my next pick. All right, where I'm at.
You keep
No,
her?
I don't want her.
Oh, all right. Well, tell me who you want.
No. I'm trying to think who will be wrestling this week. Oh, you know what? Street Profits.
My nigga.
I feel like they're gonna be losing their shit too. They soon. Street Profits, and I guess I need another pick.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, you do.
How? Would it be my NXT pick?
Reserve, don't he?
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Reserve.
No, his reserve was Jey. Remember? I mean, it wasn't reserve, but that was who he locked in. I just put Jey Uso right there.
He got NXT.
He still got this, reserve, and he still got NXT. He still has a reserve.
Okay.
And an NXT. He never did reserve or NXT.
Okay. All right. So for reserve, wait. Shit. Who should I pick? Your boys, the New Day. I guess I go with them since I got the
Wait, did you just lock down both tag divisions? Ooh.
I ain't got no. I said all that thing about female wrestlers. I ain't picked not one. Actually, I did. I put her back.
Cypher. His name is Cypher. His name is Sausage Fest Dashi.
I guess I'm gonna take a female wrestler. I had her before. Let me get Tiffy time. AJ, it's your turn.
You really like doing that Tiffy time thing.
Yeah, it's very catchy. It's fun.
Right, team.
It's a good time. I was gonna pick them too. Good stuff.
I had to do it because Dashi took the Street Profits from me. I had to I gotta pick fresh and high fresh young talent, the new toy in WWE. I ain't got some wins on my belt. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Pick what's the name? I'm gonna say after your next pick.
And my reserve, the one and only. Hold on. I gotta look at your team real quick.
Do you think?
It's the one and only. Hold on.
Mr. 17. 17.
Unseen 17.
Unseen. John Cena.
Unseen in the dream.
Because I need my points, and he ain't losing the next pay-per-view until probably SummerSlam or whatever, closer to... What is it? What's that? What's the big four? What's the other one? What's the other one called, bro? Survivor Series. Damn, yeah. I had a brain fart. God damn.
I feel you. Sorry for who you got.
So I'm going to take Alistair. Do I want Alistair? I'm just thinking. No, give me Liv.
Get Mellow.
Give me Liv and because this. Are they going to be? Let me start eliminating people. Ray Phoenix, no. Randy, no. Mello, no. Giulia, no. Lyra's gonna be in a feud. Chad loses too much. Drew's injured. Chelsea loses.
Gotta get Becky. Gotta get Bailey.
Bailey? This nigga trying to troll me. God.
Well, Becky not even picked. Is she in the feud?
Like, so Rusev got a better chance of winning.
Becky definitely is in a feud.
Becky in the feud. Nobody picked Becky.
Oh, he said Bailey. No, he said Bailey at first. He said Bailey.
No, I said Becky and Bailey.
He did. You focused on Bailey.
You better get Becky, bro. That's the best bet. I'm not going to get your point.
It'll either be Liv and Raquel or Rusev. I know Rusev.
AJ, I'm surprised you didn't say Ray Phoenix.
No, I need Penta because Ray Phoenix not him.
Yeah,
he okay, but he ain't him.
I thought you was gonna pick him
I'm
too.
really at a crossroads between Liv, because I just don't know if they're gonna be doing tag team fighting. Because she already came back to me. I want to do a singles fight. Like, what you doing? Trying to get into the Money in the Bank? You a tag team? See, yeah, they not showing no respect to the women's tag team. Let me. They ain't
no
Becky.
Ain't no women's tag. I'm gonna go around and mess around and get Rusev. Cause he on a hot streak. He
not
about to fight.
Becky.
No. You get Becky.
Rusev is nice.
He about to fight for a belt, bro. About to fight be a grand.
I say Rusev about to get into it with Sheamus. That's a feud right there.
And I feel like
they're gonna
TV
feud.
I'm saying Cypher for a championship point.
I got champions. Who I got?
That's actually underrated.
I ain't got no champions. No, I need weekly points. They add up more.
Becky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cypher, I beat you off with championship points.
And I thought, but that was because my champion was sitting in reserve bench.
Championship. Going for championship was like the 3. You live by the 3, die by the 3.
Ready? Y'all ain't even dig it. I went for championship points. He say scored more. How did I win, Cypher?
Let me see. Who you had that was a champion? Street Profits kept winning. Dom won. That was your only champion. Because these girls were sitting in the bench. So you ain't went from them.
So how did I win from a landslide then?
Because your last couple picks you had high picks. Yeah, go. What's your next?
For my NXT, I'm gonna go with Sol Ruka.
Oh, I ain't got a picture of her.
She killing it down there.
You took my girl. I hate you.
She killing it down there. I like what she doing.
I like how they did the opening drawing for the first black, not first black, but shout out Sol Ruka and
shout out NXT in general. Ethan Page beat Ricky Stanks for the North American Championship.
And
then JC Jane beat Stephanie Valkyrie for the NXT Women's Championship. I call him Stanks because that's what Cypher called him, and I'm not gonna let him live that down.
Okay, Cypher, you call him Stanks, bro? That man was out there selling. He was selling great. That man he ain't even wiped the snot from his nose. I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna wipe the snot from his nose?
That's why he stank.
I was kind of mad. I'm like, bro, you on live TV? Can you wipe the snot? I get it. You took a bump, but can you at least wipe the fucking the boogie that came out your nose?
Because I was trying to say Ricky Stark and Ricky Saints, so I fused them together. Now, do you guys like the order of this, or do you need to move around your bench people? Let me know now, or forever hold your peace until you go into the Discord.
Put Cena, move Fraxium to my reserve and John Cena to that spot for me.
Oh, shoot.
Until notice, because I don't know if Fraxium fighting.
Supposed to move both. Okay, I'm about to say it better.
And Money in the Bank.
Dashi.
I'm straight.
All right, let me see.
No, let me see. Let me look at Dashi real quick.
So,
is New Day fighting that Money in the Bank or no?
I really could probably move
Hell
Tiffy.
no.
We don't know her.
Tiffy real fast, because, god damn it. Oh, I locked him.
You know they don't put the tag titles on the PLE?
Well, they might do some bullshit.
They not
SmackDown might be a TLC. How many tag team people fighting is?
Well, here's
the
our teams. Wow, good lineup. You guys got a nice lineup. I got no tag teams, showing no love to the tag division.
Is my lineup
different
got
than
last
tag teams. Let's take a look. See how different AJ's lineup is. You got
because everybody said my lineup was last. Same.
Yeah, you didn't have Rhea. You got Penta still. Roxanne is a new addition. John Cena, I had John Cena, and then Fraxium is a new addition, and Oba has been a consistent fixture for you, giving you those points.
Because y'all not allowed to take Oba. That is the Brock Lesnar of us. Okay. If y'all know what I'm saying. If y'all get it. And I'm mad Dashi not picking Oba as his first pick for NXT.
Let's see,
I'm ashamed
team.
that
Dashi's team, EO still there. Seth still there. Jey Uso still there. Cody wasn't picked last time. And Street Profits weren't. Oh, okay. He took them from AJ. And then New Day is new. Oh, no, New Day was there. So, yeah, Dashi's team remained relatively the same. I think my team's the only one that's really different. Jacob, yeah, I had Jacob before. Bron, I took from you. LA Knight, I took from the Abyss. And then Damian Priest from the Abyss. Rusev from the Abyss. And then Tiffy from the Abyss as well. So, yeah, I'm the only one who switched it up. Hopefully, I get up. Because AJ's killing us.
Cypher, I have a problem. Right. Because I think I remember trading Chelsea for Zelina during the match, but then I said I still want to do the trade, but the points won't count. So I'm supposed to have Zelina on my team, and she had a PLE match.
Oh, that's no void on the board. That's no void, Dashi. That's
no
void.
You had Zelina on your team. I just forgot to put the X right here. You did have Zelina. Was you gonna keep her as a reserved?
No, I just wanted to say.
Okay, yeah. Let me just pull this up just to go to the thing real quick, just to be on the safe side.
So, hold on.
Actually, you know what?
Chat. Breaking news: the Pacers is going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah,
that's
took her.
Cypher, you know what?
The day of that we did the thing you traded on that same day we did the draft. You grabbed Zelina. So yeah, Zelina been in your lineup. I just forgot to change the picture, but yeah, Zelina's been there.
Replace Zelina with New Day. I mean, replace New Day with Zelina.
God damn, I'm going to say Thunders. I'm going to say Thunders, Dashi. God damn it, I'm going to say Thunders. I'm mad at myself. I'm going to say Thunders. My fault, chat.
Who's the Thunder?
Yeah, Thunder. Shut up. Leave me alone. I like that. They need to put an S at the end of this shit, nigga.
No,
leave me alone. You know what I meant.
We used to come at the niggas that used to put the S's on the team names that don't have S's. Like, we playing the Heats today. The who? The Heats.
No, chill, bro. Don't do me like that. But I'm gonna say OKC. Shout out my man Jay.
And how you
shout out my man Jay?
The Pacers
we keep
the Thunder.
We keeping Zelina in the reserve bench still, right?
Yeah, reserve.
All right. Any other last minute
changes? How you replace the Thunder with what's the name? It's crazy. No, I'm good. I'm Gucci, bro.
All right, let's go on to
look at it again.
Stock. So, D Cypher does this very fun thing where he does wrestle stock. Y'all talk about basketball later. Let me finish through this wrestle stock.
No, I'm listening. I was listening.
Yeah, your goddamn ass is gonna listen. Now, let's talk about
I was listening, bro.
Down. Hush. SmackDown. So, starting from our left, this is our bottom of the barrel. These are people who are holding down the catering booth for everyone, making sure that you guys are eating healthy. We got the whole... Is it looking so Phantasma? It doesn't matter. Humberto, Angel, and Santos Escobar. I don't remember the name of their faction, but they are just no risen at the bottom of the kitchen. Then we got Shinsuke Nakamura. I love the slow motion entrance, but no, he's just not doing it. Michin and BFAB are trying their hardest to get out of the bottom of the team and at the bottom of the barrel, and I respect that, but they're just not doing it. Miz, he's fine. He's going off to do American Gladiator, so he don't really care. Secret Hervis has never been her. They've never been him. They've never been her. Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, whatever. Yeah, I did enjoy them, but they're still down there. Apollo Crews, he chilling. Don't worry about him. He chilling. Don't snitch on Apollo Crews. Santos Escobar, you already heard what I said about. I said what I said. Poison Pixie, just not doing it for me. I'm glad you came out though. I'm glad you got some TV time. Andrade, he can go. He can really go, but it's just not enough for me. I'm just saying. Then we got the next tier up. It's Roman Reigns. That's goddamn right. I put Roman Reigns there. You know why, folks? Let me tell you why I got Roman Reigns down this low. He's a part-timer. He don't show up to work. Show your ass up to work. Do some more cool stuff, and you can go up in the wrestle stock. Same for you, Randy Orton. He probably might be injured, though, but same for you, Randy Orton. You going to get this ranking, too. Then we got Motor City Machine Guns. They came in hot last year on their second ever match, or third. They won the WWE titles. Now they kind of just been... We figuring it out. They still put on bangers. Do not get me wrong, but their storyline wise, their character wise, maybe they need to cut some promos. They do great matches, but they're just not, moving the needle for me.
I feel you.
Then we got Axiom. It's nothing against them. I still got to get used to these guys. They're new. They're NXT people. So if you've been,
not Axiom.
Well, I started off with him, and then he's right there. I was just going like part of it. So we're still getting used to these guys. If you've been watching NXT, they're going to be higher in your personal list. But for right now, I'm still, we watching their career with great interest, like Palpatine did Anakin Skywalker. If you know, you know. Then Nia Jax. Nia had a good run in 2024, but I'm just not feeling what she's doing in 2025. I'm just not. That's all I can say. The rest of Fraxium. Then we got Giulia. Again, if you was watching her NXT, you probably be like, oh yeah, I'm all high on Giulia. I'm not. I just saw her. We waiting to see. Even Stephanie Valkyria at least got the going for her. Is it 3? Yeah. Oh yeah, At least she got that going. Yo, hearing it said, don't ever say that in my ear again, dog. I'm sorry that I said what I said in y'all ear, but hearing it back, that was like shameful. Don't ever do that again. Then we got coming up the bottom. Oh God, even saying that's crazy. Ray Phoenix again can put on good matches, but he's just not doing it for me. LA Knight, I like LA Knight, but what we doing with him right now? What are we doing? Get this man the belt, but you can't because you put it on Jacob. I don't know. Carmelo Hayes, I love Carmelo Hayes, but god damn it, stop making this man lose. Where's his push? Aleister Black, he's in the same boat for real. Move you right over. No, you in the same boat. You knew you on my team, but they made you lose. It's okay though. Zelina Vega, Charlotte Flair, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Chelsea Green, all entertaining, but not the most entertaining thing I've seen. Same with you, Alexa Bliss. Actually, I kind of like when you was talking shit against Charlotte Flair. That's why you slightly to the right. He's pretty good. Then we got Tiffany Stratton, Jimmy Uso, Jade Cargill. These guys, for some reason, just got some aura. Maybe it's because I love saying Tiffy time. I love saying no yeet. And I just love seeing you come out to the ring. That's, if you can't see, that's who that is. We ain't even going to say nothing else. Just great. All right, moving on to the top of the tier.
Stephalemia.
We got Crash Out Trinity, or Slay On Me, if you will. Just loving what she's doing right now. Really, her and Jade is up there. They both up there. I don't know why. These guys are putting on bangers and they're entertaining. It might be the beard. The beard might be it. It's key. And Bulls Jack. This is DIY or DYI if you're feeling crazy. Then we got Jacob sorry, disrespectful. My bad. Then we got Solo Sikoa. He's just been funny because he was doing the yada I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Or when he told JC Mateo after Jacob Fatu said I love you, he said he ain't said that in about 6 months. Like, he funny. I'm glad he's not the super serious mob boss. Now he's like the funny mob boss. So he's coming up with his character work. And to the top of the tippy top, Street Profits. Come on. Was it anybody else along with Jacob? Come on. Along with Jacob Fatu. Who else was it going to be? These are the most entertaining people on Raw. I mean, on SmackDown. And I think the rest of my podcast co-hosts can agree with me. How you feel about my list?
I rock with it. I ain't got no qualms about it.
Damn. That's wavelength right there. That's wavelength.
Yeah, it's very thought out. I appreciate that, bro. I do.
Thank you.
If we had a pre-pod today, me and Cypher was already on the same page. We can reconstruct this whole entire list.
Mm-hmm. Now,
but one thing I will say, Drew McIntyre will be on the MVP like Seth Rollins, how he take the sacrifice in WrestleMania 40. My man can't turn his neck left fully. That man went through gruesome pain with everything this whole past 2 years.
Glass in the eye.
Tell my man Drew.
Yep.
He should have had the belt this year. But y'all didn't want to let him fight Cody Rhodes. And he looked at him in the face and told him, I'm coming for you. And y'all ain't do shit about it.
Yo.
Dashi, hold on, time out, chat.
Go.
Dashi trying to catch everybody in a little Diddy moment, the deadlift moment.
I was trying to be heard.
Dashi was on last week. Dashi was on one, chat. Dashi got caught slipping. Go look at the tape. It's real footage, but go look at the tape.
It sounds like you got caught at a Diddy party. Now
that's what I'm saying.
I know. I had to say it to troll because you know that's the hot commodity. We gotta get clickbait on. You feel me? We gotta get our clickbait on popping.
And shout out to Dashi, who's been making the clips for the 5-Star Frog Pod Instagram. So shout out to Dashi.
Don't shout me out. I haven't made them in a while. I'm dropping them.
Well, still shout out to my man Dashi, making them good. Still doing his thing.
Got a lot going on, but nothing at the same time.
Now, let's talk Raw is War. I'm going to do the full reveal because the situation here is dire. The Raw show is the A show to the B show that is SmackDown. But just my own personal taste, it feels like all the cool kids have graduated and I'm left with everybody else, and it's just new storylines developing and I'm just not feeling it. CM Punk, even though he's doing fun things with Seth Rollins, it doesn't feel as fun. This is top of the marquee. Jey Uso is the real thing that's saving him. It's the yeets, man. Yeeting with my son. That's really it. I mean, actually, I like Jey Uso's whole package, even though they say you can't wrestle. I love it. I'm feeling that. Top of the barrel, Seth Rollins. He's up there because he's so charismatic, but I'm just not, again, engaged in his story. Liv's up there because she's charismatic as hell. Roxy's doing some funny things because a couple weeks ago, before if she didn't interact with the Judgment Day at all, she'd have been down there. But because of her interactions with the Judgment Day and Dirty Dom, who maybe is an argument to be boosted up some, this whole thruple, it's a thruple. Liv, Roxy, and Dom have been entertaining.
I gotta stop you right there.
Okay, talk to me.
You just said my man Dirty Dom is boosted. This Dirty Dom, Latino Heat 2.0.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he could go up one peg to be with this group right here, this 3 group.
And my man got the mustache. Eddie ain't had the mustache like Dirty Dom.
Yeah.
He ain't had that stash. My man got it. He
That's
had Liv, Rhea,
he's entertaining. Yeah,
and he got Rocky
from the top. Yeah, he's entertaining. I agree with you. Right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Once again, his dad still ain't put him over.
True enough.
Shame on you, right. Deadbeat dad.
Being put over, how about mommy being on top? She really ain't been on camera. I think it's been only 1 week. It might have been 2 weeks. So she up there just on the sake of she got a great entrance and she just got that aura. But that's really it. Braun Breaker, badass. I don't even know what else to tell you. His spears are incredible. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For some reason, some people just can't go down unless they do
y'all don't feel conflicted?
Like go ahead. What?
Y'all don't feel conflicted with mommy? So 1 minute she's sad, 1 minute she's funny. Yeah, I mean, now she's cool. I get the emo vibe. That's what emo is. You feel me?
They were working on trying to make her character remorseful for seeing.
Now, Dashi, don't laugh. But you know what I'm saying. Back in the, it's like, all right, her story's not making sense.
When was Rhea sad?
They did the
when she was gone.
She was like, "Oh,
yeah,
thank you. I let my pride get the best of me." That's what I'm saying. They were trying to develop that, but they didn't really move too forward.
They didn't say like she was like sad, but she felt self-pity. Not sad, but self-pity. More so, to be more correct. It's like, what are we actually doing here with her?
They were trying to make her hold herself accountable, but it didn't work, and the crowd booed Bianca Belair. I wonder why.
But don't make sense. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
it don't make sense.
Ask yourself. I wonder why they would boo Bianca Belair when she's going against Rhea.
Cypher, don't ask that question. Don't ask that question. We know why.
Well, moving on.
The Europeans put that in there.
Yeah, moving on down the card of who I find the most entertaining on Raw currently. Chad Gable / El Grande Americano. Are they the same person? Who knows? But it's fun and it's entertaining. Dom and Karrion Kross, both entertaining, but only one person's getting actual matches and TV time. One person has to do promos during the commercial break. Crazy. Finn Balor, very entertaining. Why he can't win? That's the only reason why he's not on my fantasy draft. He can't win, but he's so entertaining.
He is not. First of all, watch him off. He ain't Finn Balor. What if he go in an interview talking like Kurt Angle, saying it broke my heart and they call me Finn Balor, and I try to put people over.
All right, I love you, and I did say that I enjoy you. I didn't put you all the way at the bottom like the guys on the left. Wait till we get to them. Don't feel too bad.
You damn near did, because they let Edge win and he left the company. So you damn near he been pinning since Jay High.
I still didn't. You lost your belt. I damn near did.
Hear me out, bro. Cypher, dead ass. He lost his belt because he got injured and been taking pins since Vince's story and just getting a paycheck. Finn,
yeah, but you telling me like I'm Triple H. I ain't book him that way. I would have made him win a couple matches.
Oh no, he got stuck in that role. He already know I'm Finn Balor. They call me Finn Balor. I'm gonna milk my money. I'm gonna be the Miz.
You just say here and there. Finn Balor. Now you calling him Finn Balor.
Wait, no, Cypher funny.
I know, but it's funny.
I'm gonna make him look something so you wouldn't expect it. It's like he's still gonna lose. You're just not gonna expect it.
Exactly. I'm gonna make him raise everybody percentage.
What?
Like, man, let me be the booker. Y'all wouldn't even expect nothing. Y'all gonna be mad at me because it's gonna be 30-day title reigns.
All right, if it's Bronson Reed, Finn Balor, and Penta, who's taking the pin?
Who's going to take the pin?
Yep.
Bronson Reed just came back. He can afford to take a pin because he's still a younger guy. It depends on what's the story in my long-term plans. If I want Penta to win, then that means I really believe in Penta. But for right now, I'm going to have Finn win, and he's going to pin Bronson Reed. Finn is going to take the W against Bronson Reed.
Finn?
Yep. Because I want people to not expect
Bronson Reed is about to destroy.
Exactly. Bronson Reed already has aura and mystique.
You messed up.
Fair enough.
Bronson Reed is going to win, hands down. Penta's going to get caught up by Americano, and Finn is taking the pin.
See, now I'm about to come at you. You're the problem with it.
You're too not predictable. This is reality. You're too predictable. We watching it live in action.
You're too predictable. That's so predictable.
We watching it. Dashi, are we not watching it?
Well, that is exactly what happens on TV.
That's what I'm saying. You're too predictable. No, that's
not that. But that's what's happening. Who's taking the pin? You saying?
Well, you asked me what I would do if I was booking. I'm just saying I wouldn't be as predictable as that. Finn Balor, Penta,
What?
all entertaining. EO's entertaining.
But you're not gonna have. But you're not making no shenanigans happen. No nothing. You already know the outcome.
I mean, I might have some shenanigans. I was just not able to think of that off the top of the cuff.
Like Finn is putting everybody over. Where Finn's stock really should be up, but it's not up because he's losing. But it's really up because he doing Natalia status right now.
No, Natalia's at the bottom. No, he's not that.
No, her last match.
He's still entertaining. Remember, like you said, it's not just about the fighting. It's about the mic work and his promo, especially that face alone. Him and JD. You lucky I forgot to add JD on here. Him and JD's face alone in the background of Liv confronting Dirty Dom. That brings him up. Just like Solo Sikoa.
What's the difference between Finn and Sheamus? One's Scottish, one from Finland.
One's more entertaining than the other currently.
Oh no, they both talk the same. They both got the same same accent.
One is more entertaining than the other one currently.
Oh no, Finn is funny. You already seen Finn how he act in the character background like Carlito and everybody. Finn is funny.
Know which one I think is more entertaining or no?
Sheamus.
No.
Or Finn.
Are you asking me? Telling me? Yes, Finn is more entertaining.
But Sheamus get pushed
on
to
this
the
list
moon
right now.
Sheamus is a more world champion. Sheamus get pushed to the moon.
I like Sheamus as well. I'm just saying Finn is more funny and more entertaining. This is sports entertainment, not just, is this professional wrestling or sports entertainment? I don't know, but either way, it's an entertainment company. It's an entertainment company.
Just both. Sports entertainment.
It's an entertainment
sports entertainment.
Yeah.
No, they did away with that sports entertainment. They just entertainment.
No, sorry. Yeah, this is an entertainment company. It don't matter.
There's sports and entertainment.
Oh
no, but when you disrespect people like what is it? Abilities, they're gonna look at like, bro, you tripping. I can do this. So that's when the sport aspect come out of that. That's what I say that. But it's an entertainment company.
TKO
first.
Not looking at when they look for who to do pushes. Now we haven't watched that Netflix show WWE Unreal. I don't even know if it's out yet. But where they're not looking at who can do the most bench presses. No, they're looking at who's selling merch, who's funny, who's on the mic, who's selling merch. So I think that Finn Balor is selling more merch than Sheamus because Finn Balor is a little bit more funny. People like Judgment Day's gear. It looks pretty cool. So I would be pushing Finn Balor.
You know who's selling the most merch and they're not pushing? Karrion Kross.
Yeah, so Karrion Kross is up there. Karrion Kross is right up there. It's
the same with Vince. It's whoever they want to push.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. That is the real true answer, whoever they want to push.
But remember, Karrion Kross also resigned in Vegas. So think about it. So who he's beefing with right now? Karrion Kross and Raw right now? Who he's arguing
AJ
with?
Styles, but who knows?
Sami Zayn.
Oh, Sami?
Sami Zayn. Sammy. So Money in the Bank. So if they do another, it's not gonna be a big feud. He gonna fight at Money in the Bank or a pre-show if they decide to do a pre-show match.
They're not doing a pre-show, but
yeah, if they do that because he's from Vegas.
You said about Las Vegas, they aren't doing WrestleMania. I know we covered this, but WrestleMania will no longer be held in New Orleans. WrestleMania 42. They haven't announced the new spot yet, but people are theorizing it could be either Las Vegas again or maybe somewhere else. And that goes back to our conversation earlier about TKO
monetizing.
Try and get the most money out of everything. Someone offered up more money than New Orleans, and now you're going to take the already planned for and already announced WrestleMania away from New Orleans and put it whoever paid the most money. It's that greedy, nasty corporation BS, man.
So, and it's the thing that I noticed, and this is why people was mad. And this is what, if people don't realize.
Well, before you say who you noticed, let me just go through the bottom of the barrel. So the bottom of the barrel, A-Town Down Under, is it all LWO? I'll just say Rey Mysterio, Grayson Waller on there twice by accident, Dragon Lee, Raquel Rodriguez, and Bayley, because Bayley ain't been on TV. Ludwig, where's his push? And that's the bottom, and that's your wrestle stock. Go ahead, AJ.
So with the Vince situation, when I heard that Vince trying to buy WWE back 100% or whatever, right? It was a certain thing like how Dashi said earlier in the podcast with the advertisements and all that stuff. Vince don't like that. They ruining wrestling where you got AEW, cool. You can put your your logo on the ring. That's okay. Vince didn't like that, but he kept everything cool because WWE is the biggest promotion in the world. If you want to make money and be a star, yeah, you can wrestle, but do you know how to wrestle and sell? Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Triple H, The Rock, Stone Cold. Can you do all them aspects and actually make the most of that moment on screen? Keep the modern day carrying Cross, who don't even wrestle. He doing the Miz tactic and wrestle here and there. You feel me? So you're not realizing the game and y'all fucking TKO fucking the game up. Where y'all giving their hands to these other promotions where we still make the most money, but just because Saudi Arabia is betting more money, Vince McMahon would have said, "Nah, bro." You feel me?
Integrity, that can't be lost, and it seems like TKO doesn't have it.
Yeah, and Vince always had
about the dollar bill. That's all they care about.
Because Vince, one thing about Vince, he always took over promotions, bro. You're not paying me just for that. Just because we did this bullshit, we ain't. I'm just taking your dollars right here because this is still saying home base.
Well, AJ, are you ready for some wrestling news?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get into our first news story by way of WWE. So this is the WWE LFG Championship. Take it in, folks. Tell me what you think.
Wow, that is so crazy, man, and creative. Wow, I would have never even thought. I don't think you could do that on WWE 2K.
That's an innovative design. Very, very original.
That's WrestleMania 40 belt.
That's
crazy. That's WrestleMania 40. Shout out Philly, man. Finally getting our sponsorship because y'all hate us, sports media.
All right. In some other good news, Jim Ross posted that he's happy to say that the cancer surgery was a success. Now we begin to rehabilitate.
Yeah, shout out
to Jim Ross. My man Jim Ross.
Yep. Now,
shout out to Ross.
In other news, the crowd at WWE Saturday night's main event, took place in Tampa, Florida. They booed Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Rightfully so.
Yeah, as they should.
As they should.
Vince McMahon. Yep. Vince McMahon's sex trafficking case co-defendant John Laurinaitis has agreed to help the accuser.
I don't know why, because you one of them, bro. What you talking about?
I'm sure he's going to get a sweetheart deal if he helps out. It's like called snitching, basically.
Yeah, you going to be like Gunner, bro? Get the fuck out of here, bro. You want to be like Gunner?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Gunner.
Speaking of
Gunner.
Speaking of rappers, Metro Boomin, he posted that he would love to produce some WWE entrance themes. It's been a lifelong goal of his. So would you like to hear a Metro Boomin Mall entrance theme?
Hell yes. Yep. Much better than Death Rebel.
If I hear Fiend one more fucking time, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you.
You put it in my head.
Anything is better than pause. Oh my goodness, bro.
Hey, yo, Dash.
Head perpetually in the gutter.
Hold on. Chat. Once again, chat.
Perpetually in the gutter.
Chat. Once again, chat. Anything Dashy say on this podcast, he cannot live it for the next 3 weeks. Because he said some wild shit last week.
I don't like the way Cypher just dissed me right now. Head perpetually. Don't use big words. Let me quote Kevin Hart.
All right, well, let's talk about a news story about WWE. They have asked, there was some rumors by way of Fightful Select, that there was some talk of WWE asking fans not to swear at events over the weekend. This was NXT Battleground. This is something that the NXT crowd at the WWE Performance Center have been asked to do before, and then those who keep swearing, like AJ, have been warned with possible removal from television tapings. Dang it, AJ. Stop cussing so much on the pod. You're going to get us removed.
My fault, bro. I grew up on ECW, where WWE stole culture. Holy shit. Shut the F up. Shut the fuck up. Asshole. I don't give a damn. Censor me all the way. My fault. Let me be Paul Heyman on his Hall of Fame speech. And that was live because I seen a lot. That was amazing, by the way. And then I seen Peacock and they censored the mess out of it. I was pissed.
That's what happened.
Bro, this is wrestling. Y'all wanna put Rock and wrestling together, this is what you get. I just watched AEW say, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. And I seen scissors and everything, barbed wires and fire and everything go crazy.
Well, that's not cussing, but
What are we talking
speaking
about?
of AEW,
Oh,
you
no,
actually set me
they
up for
say
the
a lot
next
of shit.
story. Ricochet, he had a comment about the reports and complaints of AEW's pay-per-view lasting too long. He said that, honestly, even if we changed something, it would just be something else that people would complain about. And I'm inclined to agree with you because the internet wrestling community will always find something to complain about.
Mm-hmm. They're like women. You give them what they want, and they find a reason not to like it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to misogyny. But also, shout out to Ricochet, company bootlicker.
Damn.
I like him. Sticking up for his woman because her video was shadow banned. We spoke about this. Yeah, cornball activity. But shout out to him.
Here you go.
He doing good over there.
Jesus. Well, speaking of doing good over there, let's talk about another company that's not WWE. Let's talk about TNA. As you know, Trick Williams won the TNA World Championship. How does Tommy Dreamer feel about this? Why Tommy Dreamer? Well, guess what? He's a member of the creative team behind TNA, and he has some concerns about Trick Williams being the TNA World Champion, and it's not what you think. He said, it's hard to tell someone who doesn't work for you what to do with your world title. It's not a knock on Trick. It's just the reality. We don't own him. He didn't sign a check with Anthem. That's who owns TNA. So
own him is crazy.
He's black. Yeah.
You say we don't own his character. We don't own that.
No, remember it's like only your rights. It's like only rights to your name. And one thing about the Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he owned his name and everything. I'm just making he signed that bad deal with TKO, so now he got to do some bullshit. But he ain't gonna talk about
own
that.
Him is crazy. That's
no,
wild way to say that.
No, this how it go as being a black male and
what?
Yeah, own him is crazy.
I try to. That's why I stopped talking.
You can't. Yeah, own him is crazy.
All right,
well, thank you.
That was your news. Let's get into top rope topics. Our first question comes from a longtime listener, first-time commenter, Stargirl. She says, why is Becky Lynch called the Man?
She broke her nose.
She
broke her nose, and then she thought she was tough as shit. I don't know. She elaborated more.
It's the way Cypher asked the question.
I know. I couldn't even laugh. I had to say because she broke her nose. Because Nia Jax punched her nose.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, no, actually tell it for people who listen to the podcast because there's going to be obviously new people. Yeah, go ahead, please.
That's what I'm trying to do. Nia Jax broke her nose. She had a picture. It was mad bloody. They called her a badass, and she became a superstar off of that. So they called her the Man.
That's what happened for real?
Did Nia Jax break her nose on purpose? Was it an accident? Give more context.
That was an accident. It was an accident.
There we go.
She was supposed to be in a match, but because she had a broken nose, she couldn't be in the match. So she had to take time off.
So now my question is this. So since Zelina broke Chelsea Green nose, right?
Is she the Man?
Is Chelsea Green the Man?
Can Chelsea Green be the man? Can she be the president, the real president? Like, yeah, I'm that HBIC.
The real president? Like, take
a
head.
The real head. Hear me out.
Canadian
real head be in charge. Hear me out. She could be the real prime, be in charge. The real prime minister.
That's Meechin.
She ain't Canadian. They got ministers, bro.
No, she's the HBIC in charge.
She can't be the HBIC because they got prime ministers over there. Yeah, whatever they call it in Canada. Because she was talking crazy on Chris Van Fleet, who's Canadian, talking about it's funny that I'm the first Canadian to win the U.S. World United States Championship. I said, well, you lucky we don't got enough women who wrestle. And you lucky we ain't put Roxanne
How
Perez
you say that? Like, you got Meechin right there.
She didn't win the belt.
Okay.
Championship.
My point exactly. Then we talking about face pants. We talking about face wise and sex appeal, sex sell. We talking about sex appeal. Not talking about showing your ass and being a thong up like fucking Tiffy time.
Zoe Stark's gonna have some strong words for you. Tread carefully.
Yeah, I don't care, Zoe. You ain't Bianca. You ain't B. And Bianca is Beyonce for WWE, and she the greatest in my eyes at any female wrestler. Fuck Rhea, fuck everybody else. Shout out B. Get healthy, cause your finger is fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was bad.
The WWE's, they're gonna remove you. All right, let's talk about Ludwig Kaiser. What happened to the push that he was supposed to get? If you don't remember, at the beginning of the year, I think it was during Elimination Chamber, could have been Royal Rumble, Ludwig cut a promo. They might have even made him cut it during the commercial break. He said, this is the year of Ludwig Kaiser. You know, he got slapped up a little bit by Gunther. He said, be your own man. Do your own shit. I'm done with you. So Ludwig decided to do his own stuff. What happened to this man?
You know what's funny? They did that little promo during the commercial break saying, oh, this will be the year Ludwig. Then the next week did a promo saying, hey, it's mid-May, and we still have yet to see you in a match. But then he didn't even get a chance to answer because she cut the interview short. Someone was fighting back, beat up Jey Uso backstage.
Damn.
So he is just getting CUCKED, and that's ridiculous, bro. Shout out to Ludwig. Smashing Tiffany for nothing, man. She ain't got no weight to pull.
I was yawning. That made me laugh. Oh, God. That was crazy. AJ?
She ain't got no weight to pull. This man got nothing going on.
My fault. Got on 2K and I realized they got Nelly E-I-E-I-O on 2K. And I'm mad because I'm like, is he getting sales? His song went diamond. Is he getting more sales from NBA 2K? I'm sorry. That's what I heard country grammar just now.
All right, rope it back in.
Sorry,
focus
chat.
on the question. Rope it back in. Focus on the question.
What? I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Hold on. That's what I'm hearing right now in chat. What's the question, chat?
What you think of Ludwig? What's going on with him?
He did get injured, but it's a money grab. I can chill right now. I don't gotta wrestle unless I have to. I got my baby girl wrestling. She's the world champion. She bringing the paper in. If I got to wrestle out there and my best friend is Gunther and bringing paper in, I'm straight regardless. Because if I got to go out there and make my paper, they know I'm about it. I am stacks like Tony D'Angelo. Shout out my man Tony D. You know what I mean?
AJ takes, bro. That should be so wild.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a trash ass take.
I know. Bro, you know what I mean? Then certain people don't wrestle sometimes. Gunther is
certain people don't wrestle.
I mean, not Gunther.
That's the most honest thing you could say. Yeah, no, that's true. Certain people don't wrestle.
Certain people don't wrestle. Mind you, Gunther wrestle a lot more than Ludwig Kaiser, which is his best friend. He don't take that many chops and don't fight that hard. He fight less matches than Gunther, who was the world champion. Gunther is on top. That's his best friend. And his wife, his girlfriend or fiance, whatever you want to call her, is the world champion. He's getting paid.
As far as we know.
Yeah, his girlfriend. He's getting paid from either both aspects. If she leave him, whatever the case may be, he's getting paid.
You went from I was right there with you back to the bullshit again. Just because Gunther is his friend doesn't mean he eating off of Gunther. Just because Tiffy his girl doesn't mean he eating off of Tiffy.
He's still there working. He's still working in the company. Got a job. That's what I'm saying. He still got a job. His best friend there, Gunther, Ludwig is still a hard worker. He's going to got a. He's phone sped. Triple H. This is Triple H guys. Gunther is Triple H guy. Ludwig is good. He ain't make no cuts. That man been injured since. Cypher, like Cypher said, he had a run, got injured. Kind of had a run after that, and then we released other people got injured. What are we talking about? And Ricochet wasn't even, and mind you, and Ricochet got released and he wasn't even injured.
Yep.
And mind you, Dragunov didn't get released, and he been injured since what, 3 matches in, or 4 or 5.
Dragunov showed a lot of promise. Can't wait for Dragunov to come back.
Same.
All right.
Tell her earlier though.
Yeah. Our next top rope topic is what happened to the year of Jimmy Uso. You see, at the beginning of the year, right around Elimination Chamber, could have been Royal Rumble, Jimmy Uso cut a promo. This time it wasn't during a commercial. And he said, this is going to be my year, Us. My little bro, he got the belt on Raw. I finna get a belt on SmackDown. No yeet. What happened to his year?
These writers, dude, they hire new writers and they come in, they ball up the script that the last ones wrote on some Ryan Johnson type stuff, and then say we're gonna go with this guy instead, and then they drop the ball. It's just the way the company goes, man. One week you're promised to push, the next week you can't even make a qualifier match. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeet, no yeet. It is what it is.
Losing to your little brother. Didn't he lose against Solo? Right? Lose to Solo, I meant to say.
Yeah, he lost. Yep. Well, Solo pinned Ray Phoenix, which I thought was stupid. But yeah, Jimmy was in that match. So shout out to Jim, Big Jim. He putting his little brothers over. He's just happy to be a part of the company. He's smashing Naomi, so what he got to complain about? He's a future Hall of Famer.
Might take some time off to have some children with Naomi as well.
You never know. He 40. Him and Jay 40. Naomi getting up there too. She late 30s, so now's the time.
AJ, what about you?
Nah, not really. No thoughts.
All right, well,
no yeet.
Dashi, where can the good folks find you?
Under the bed because I'm a monster. Where's the Nicki Minaj? Also on Instagram _iHeartDash, YouTube iHeartDash, PlayStation Plus or PlayStation Network iHeartDash, and in your mom's closet.
Can you give us a little sneak peek of what you're working on, video wise, content wise?
I have a video coming. That's it.
Oh, AJ, where can the good folks find you?
Restfully AJ. Any platform. That's about it.
All right, well, folks, be sure to put that subscribe button and the choke code and make that like button tap out. We out.
Splash.